There's going to be a lot of pressure on Texture to at least drop his one. Spams are good, and Heretics find the kill. Now that laneway, all that stands between the defuse.
Holding, sending utility on towards that spike, and then just pre-firing this angle. Even still, though, they have managed to get it to half, but they need a little bit more, and that time is ticking too far gone.
But it's just a conventional push from Gen.G, and they know exactly where GEN.G is, nice and clean.
And some aim practice early on for Texture. It's going to be another 4K. Add another to the collection.
Wrap, it's caught Texture. Will he make it back? Just about. He's safe for now. Boo, not so much, though.
For the side of Gen.G, bonus not exactly going to plan, and well, it seems like it's only going to get a little bit worse. That's something at least, and actually, he gets dropped.
Okay, Texture already spotted, but he's going home! 3 already! Karon takes away the ace possibility, and again, he'll be denied the 5th. One of the best teams in the world, we know, but it could be the Texture, and the Texture's fallen back, but it's all about the position of Boo. He's able to catch Karon, confirming the rotation they suspected.
But they are going to be making their way on. A nice kill for Woot at least. 7 seconds, and there's the spam. That's a spike down. Round already over. Boo was close enough. Has that information, but caught sleeping at the wheel.
Rooting himself around the edge, and there it is. The element of surprise against Texture will buy them a little bit of time. The Thrash on its way, and it's caught Meteor. Only one man can defend him. Lackey is firing out the shock darts, delaying. Fired off once, gets its mark. Second shot's good. Third will be a kill, but it's already half. They've got the kills from Meteor, though.
Boo's going to be under serious pressure, and he has nothing to play with. He expects the TP and actually wins that initial fight. And now pushing into this, actually has risks about it. And Boo's given them a real chance in this round.
He gets the smoke up too. They win the fight through the wall. The reveal goes up, and he's already spotted one, but Mini Boo. But for Team Heretics, trying to negotiate their way back into the pit is a problem. Up close, no utility to try to drop that diffuser. It's all down to spams, and right under their nose, it's coming across the line. Already, the round is sealed. Texture.
And even still getting past this double duelist could be tough. Texture combining Meteor with another. And although they've lost Munchkin, I don't think it's going to matter. Lakia doesn't quite connect. Benji's been given a small opportunity, but again, Texture is there. A much faster paced move here. It's going to be Benji completely caught off guard.
Look how far behind someone like Boo is. If they lose these players in the spawn, it could be over. Although Mini Boo's quick to correct. No, he has to win this fight to give them a chance to be able to pressure these players, but it's Lakia to come ahead. Mini Boo already on his third, hunting down the ace. It's been evading the jet on the other side, and he won't find it this time. Now, there's a big disadvantage in those fights, and you see it manifested. Karon, though, it might just be worth taking this time, catching them in the orb, but Meteor.
It seems like they're still unaware of it, and he's actually done a lot of damage onto Munchkin as well. Even still, though, Meteor's just farming.
And now you get that late round potential for Karon. Reveal goes out, so Karon knows he's not lurking. This time, that's not really an option with Boo so close, and the decoy distracts him just long enough. Okay, GEN.G able to eliminate Texture, keeps the numbers competitive, but Meteor's got a flash play, even on low health. He's not falling back, he won't be deterred, but the Hunter's Fury makes it more interesting.
And now it's left all onto Munchkin, just trying his best to buy as much time as possible. It has already been half though, which could be a problem. Mini Boo needs this kill, and while anything else isn't gonna stop it.
Munchkin swinging, but nobody can get ahead of Meteor. He's hunted down
another one.
A 4K, which seems to be GEN.G's speciality. The snake bite does keep them in position for at least a moment, and that's long enough for Lakia to strike. One more shot down below to Woot will deal with him, and it's just Boo. Decent bit of information to work with, and it's the fight onto Mini Boo. It was the aggression up top that got yet another advantage. Almost slipped away with GEN.G fishing, and it does in the end. 8 bullets left, and no HP. Similar setup to what GEN.G were going for on the attack side. 2 players through main, fighting Meteor, and still not able to drop him before he draws blood.
He'll get the first chance, and actually manages to win that. Watching towards the spawn, but the time now, it gives the game away. It's not clean, but still Benji's getting the job done. That snake bite is going to slow him a little bit more. Munchkin, a safe pair of hands. Dive in towards the B-side. Hasn't been successful so far. Great flash, but even still the dart is better. Texture this time there with the opener. Karon does go down though, again.
Grabs back site control. They've already flooded back in through the choke point. Now they just have to fight on the sides, and the drop from Lakia, it buys enough space. The kills swinging either way, but with Boo on 20 HP, it's down to Munchkin again, but this time it's Heretics coming out on top. Starting it off with 2 4Ks. Mini-Boo on the other side. No, it's the headshot.
What?
But the wall got in the way. I'll find it tough to deny this plant, or even to get damage. All eyes on the Blade Storm realistically, but 39 HP, it's going to be tough. You almost need the instant shot, and it's GEN.G to land it. A third for him in this round, and no, not quite the fourth. Karon somehow making this very costly with just the classic. He can't reload the retrieved rifle in time. Waiting out that grab. Well, Karon, he's still in the corner. He's got some support, but the flash has blinded him for a moment. Woot did so well with that. And GEN.G not even going to try this one. And the plant around the backside. The pit's not covering it, but the Hunter's Fury stops it to do a bit more damage as the push comes around the back, and it's beautiful! Karon's dropped him just in time, and with the spike down, the round is done! GEN.G have made it work! Waiting for this peek to come through. He might get one, but he can't get out, and not even the one to be found. Punish from Mini-Boo.
Karon again trying to delay them as much as humanly possible, but both players within the site will fall. Lakia, the last man standing, and well, no doubt going to try and hold on to the gun.
Guardians of the B site, see if they can hold it down. Meteor does well to find one, but that's all she wrote. Defense here by Texture, steps into the smoke, loses his sight for a moment. Rifles for both, and the Guardian from Texture has been sublime thus far. Spike in the open.
Karon can play Overlord, fight from above. And he knows that he needs to try and isolate, but that's why GEN.G are going to look to team up together, fight this one, and I thought maybe he'd get away with it, but not quite.
He now looks to hold up close, but the spray is a bit whiffy.
Meteor and Karon, an ultimate available, but probably not going to be used. They just can't beat this firing squad, and well, doesn't want to give anything away, and even if it's going to be Rien's.
The big play, the spray is good. Mini-Boo dropped immediately, flash for backside. And the spray from Munchkin, good job, he's got that rifle, and Meteor. GEN.G's below half, sitting inside the cage, just behind it. It's now a 1 versus 4.
They've used the divide
to try to spray, but he can't with the Cosmic Divide. Absolutely gorgeous from GEN.G.
Always fearsome in these pistols. They're doubling up. They're expecting it. They're waiting for him, and that works out for them. No trades to be had. There is only one man actually within the site. If they can isolate that duel, they'd have a chance. A spam from Woot. They just have to die. They don't even have time to actually plant this one. They're just going down.
There's still so much utility for GEN.G. They didn't expend much. Nade good for Mini-Boo, though. That keeps it competitive. Rien's does well to trade out, but now the pressure's on because Meteor's hitting everything again. Rien's can't even get out of here. He's stuck in the corner. He's being watched on the way back, and it's Meteor staring him down. That man doesn't miss a shot.
Off of the nade, Paranoia through, but there really isn't much support. It's taken a long time. I don't think they believe this was the real push. It means that the IGL is having to try and hold the line on his own, and it isn't going to go well.
Which way is he going to be looking when the swing comes through, and it's the right way? And that lead taken out of Heretic's hands. The defuse needed all the way, and Meteor is sticking close by. Rien's could have some serious value to find, but it's being watched this whole time. Karon's been staring at it. Equalization, but they're pushing up, and 2 HP.
May want to try and take some extra ground away and boot. Well, he's got no choice but to fall in, but the utility is perfect. As I said, he had a quieter first map, but we know what this guy can do. He's coming up behind him. I think this will be the freest kill ever. Meteor even goes for a swing just to make sure. Might have been better to use the Nightfall first, but I guess the success was there anyway.
And then they've sprayed Mini-Boo after the showstopper through with an Odin, and the Viper's Pit activated at an inopportune time. Rien's, and now it's all left onto a man decaying inside a pit.
All falling apart again, Karon. We've seen this fight so many times, but every time there just seems to be a response. Nice work from Boom Woot, though. Choose from, and on the other side, they haven't found anything yet, just those pistols.
Looking to do its own damage and get his own little assist in. 8 bullets, and none of them will at least land the kill shot. Well, they know exactly where that Odin is, but they won't be able to root him out of position. Does GEN.G suspect it? It looks like it. He has an idea, and he strikes just in time.
Walking backwards into the angle, but Mini-Boo's looking for a little bit more. Still only going to be the one.
Yeah, Karon, 1 versus 3, and the spike already being diffused. Catches one on the side angle, but needs to get on that diffuser immediately, and Rien's buys enough time.
Munchkin's going to find that Rien's, though.
See if Heretics get out of their way on the B site. There's still 2 stacked up ready, and the spray from Boo is absolutely sublime. 4 versus 2, and there you go. Meteor, although he finds the 1, there's just too many bodies swinging into play.
Hoping the same's on the other side. The reveal is perfect.
GEN.G have a foothold. Karon falling below, but he's been spotted. The swing in from Rien's not good for anything, as Lakia lands another, and Meteor's there to back him up, recover the rifle as well. We may just see the same again.
Karon may just have himself the battle here. Just playing off angles, Karen with another, just dancing around his own utility, connecting every bullet. We haven't had to talk too much about his individual plays so far today because of the presence of other players, but when he's needed, that's exactly where he arrives. Boo, he doesn't even have the time to get anything done here. Eventually, Lakia's there, while both players will go down, but why would they care? That was the last round.
The Masters Shanghai Finals, Rien's not able to land it to start with, and Gen.G flooding the site. The defuse underway, the swing good to start with, and they think that could still be being defused. Gen.G on the back foot out of nowhere with Texture stepping up in the headshot for Boo. Low HP on both, it's just a few bullets, and he'll go down to the nade in the end. Just a classic. They've not seen him to start with, and well, lucky he only gets the one.
For that defensive side, but it's already the read. Time ticking, and 2 for 1 for Munchkin. In fact, Lakia's there as well.
That is quite a journey for this squad now. Lakia manages to find himself the correction and has support from Texture. Blast Pack goes in. Too little too late. No, not too little too late. In fact, with the C's, it gets the job done, but Texture's out in the open, and some of those shots are a bit whiffy. He's gotten very close, and the swing definitely caught Meteor off guard, but he corrects in time.
Just waits for the poison orb to go up and then can watch. Repositions completely. We'll get there in the end.
Zinho said they're going to punish you every time. Showstopper to try to punish back in Texture. Now they look just towards the site. Okay. A little whiffy for Meteor. A chance with Munchkin though on the backside, dodging the paranoia and landing a headshot. Kia has dropped down below and he's got support up top, but up goes Woot. The 10 health man still getting the damage done. And a man like Texture keen to convert. The first shots don't land, but nor to the last. It's Rien's taking it across the line in an essential round for Team Heretics.
Force him out of position. Meteor's going to try and play the time. Sit in this corner until the very last second, until he has time to strike.
Texture was going down one way or another. Nice shot by Munchkin. Another low HP challenger steps up in the full health to catch this player. The spray is good. Karen finds him. It's denied a little bit longer. Now they have to force the issue and take the fight. They know exactly where Boo is. He has to hold on for survival and a wall bang headshot. That's what pulls it across the line. Heretics may just play into their waiting arms.
Okay, Gen.G.
Smoke off. Rien's is going to have to play through that, but, well, there might not be much left for him to do. It's being cleaned up on the site.
The spams are going to do so much, but the headshot back through the wall.
And both players, one behind a Viper wall, the other behind a real wall. Nice shot by Mini Boo.
Real potential for them to turn this back. Munchkin, his gun was never spotted, but he can't quite land the final shot. Gen.G, they know that they're going to have to go in this direction now. The ultimate usage is absolutely perfect, and then they even have them. And now with 10 seconds left, Mini Boo is going to have to fight tooth and nail. Needs to get this plant, tries to bait in his opponent, wins the fight, but I don't think he's got it. I don't think that's going to be close enough. It's going to run out at the last second. That's just going to headshot Munchkin straight through. They're expecting someone to be on that other side. The rest of the defense have been completely forced off.
Wants to light up a few players. He won't find a damn thing. Karen needs to be sublime, and only the one to be found. It's worth it, trading out his low health. Ready to swing out, the timing perfect, but then they look the other way. Woot rounds the corner and takes a kill. Double face, that lands a Munchkin 1v3. Not even thinking that he's going for it at this stage. He's so far away.
Not going to be forcing him off this angle. The paranoia, however, will. They're already looking to try and just execute onto him, and he'll survive longer than maybe expected.
Wrapping back around, they're ready and swinging straight into him. Meteor has the info on the first and knows where the other two are. The swing is good. He spotted them and heard the shrouded step, heard the second too. They've split the angle, perhaps offered Meteor a chance to isolate the fight, and he connects the shot. Lockdown now in play, and it's Gen.G Fishy needing the clutch to keep the dream alive, and Heretics, they've got themselves a third map here.
But in the meantime, look at the pop flash. It's going to be coming straight through their smoke already. A couple, but Rien's responds immediately and even adds one more to the pile. And Karen, he just about manages to get the kill onto Mini Boo, but there's still 2 remaining, and it's Rien's once again. The nade, which will go in immediately, doing a fair amount of damage, but also denying that thrash. Further push from Meteor, in fact. He's going to step up with 2.
The rotate through the TP won't be for free. Karen goes looking And he certainly finds with Boo down. Well, with that, seems to have secured the round. A firing squad arrives just in time.
Karon up close, waiting. First is easy, and now they have to go. There's only 17 seconds left, and they're all just falling to this charge. He's gonna take them all. That's the spike down as well. Is not enough time.
We need to see the same thing from Gen.G, albeit not in this round. Again, 2 rifles.
You're saying?
Sure.
You're saying?
Okay, well, I'll take that one right back. There's some weapons to be retrieved. There's a showstopper in play.
I don't know if they're going to try and risk it and jump out. It seems like they are going to try and potentially make a move around it, but you can see Lakia is honed in, ready and waiting.
He has trouble, though. Never mind. Munchkin comes out along. Secondary location chosen. Mini Boo out of the ult and catching Karon on the fallback. Flash around the left side. Meteor's done well to keep this one competitive. His third already under his belt and still challenged the fourth and denied the fifth. It's Woot keeping it alive for Team Heretics. Has to go and retrieve that spike.
Oh, Woot's actually just going to look to fight him. Get right up in his face. Go for that final shot! It's a position they have problems with. Lakia's going to remove Boo. Defensive players on the other side of the map. And in fact, they're actually going to try and use the pit to get out. The counter spam. It's perfect. In fact, Rians has found 2 through the wall. But he's going to be decayed all the way down, and that will be enough for Gen.G to clear him.
Well, maybe again, Karon's going to toy with the idea of the orbital strike straight through the smoke. Orbital strike in play. Both players trapped. Gate crash available. Used, but Karon after the time.
Already used the TP even while blind. Doesn't even matter. That's Mini Boo gone, and they might have to pump the brakes. No, they're continuing this push right into the hands of Munchkin. He's going to try and retreat, and Lakia's gone down elsewhere. In fact, everybody's falling.
He's so annoying to play against. They're not even clearing it. No! Boo! Well, he's got some space, but he's forced straight into a fight, surrounded and dropped by Karon. Meteor up close, finally manages that opening with Woot down, but Karon and Lakia fall right after. Now the pressure on for Texture, his teammate on the other side of the map, and he will quickly be dealt with.
Won't give him anything, and Benji's already rapping. He's just going for it. He's just going to take the fight alone.
Viper's pit. Oh, Munchkin corrects in time, but he still falls, as does the pit, leaving Meteor with sight on Gen.G. And Team Heretics have to think about taking this somewhere else. Safe haven for them to plant, or so they thought. The Molly forces him out. 1 against 4. He has to do it all by himself. The whole squad bearing down upon him. Now
that battle could be what ends up deciding it, although considering the plant, it's going to be difficult for them to get back in. Lakia already eliminating Gen.G, another one for Munchkin as well, and this is looking clean. Left on to Mini Boo, and he's not even going to get one. Wanting to at least get a bit of damage done. He's fighting tooth and nail. One of his last bullets before the reload. Karon has actually found another. This comes back into a competitive position.
And it's worked out. Gen.G with another on Meteor. And now Rians has to do it all. This round was looking so heavily favored. They are massively on the back foot with the defuse underway, though. Here comes the swing, a necessary one, stopping the defuse.
Gen.G's aggression is punished, but there, again, is an immediate trade. He's going to be caught in it, but he goes swinging instead. Texture deals with him, and the second as well. No trade to be had.
Unbelievable gameplay. And for Heretics, now they're okay, being punished for absolutely everything. I think Woot missed 1 bullet. Woot will be tagged a little bit, I believe, in that corner. Lakia's been dropped in the meantime, though.
They're going to go swinging. Woot's found that kill as well. Another one. In fact, they're looking to try and fight this. Gen.G's now found another. This is all falling apart for Gen.G. In fact, they're not getting anything. It's left all onto Munchkin. Looking for a fight. He's going to find one. The trade will be there, though, but...
And that Spike sat alone now outside of A. Meteor finds a bit of ground. And a TP from Mini Boo! Cerebral play!
To try and keep the gun through, but there's 1,000,001 angles that he has to check just for his own safety.
Texture already in, but he's been let past by Boo.
Still looking for where that last man standing. Karon holding his ground as he'll come out with a third, but that spike is already being diffused. They have to get towards it, and guess what? Another 4K will be there for Gen.G. Mini Boo waiting, but it's only going to be the one. And they know that, or they should know that Woot is around this angle, the Tiger. Have they just dodged that off their own orb? That's what it looked like, but it doesn't matter. Gen.G gets the kill anyway.
There's a lot of gaps in the side of Gen.G, and even more so now with Munchkin down. No way through, you'd imagine. Taken over by Gen.G, stood underneath. 3 kills already to his name, and there's backup on the way.
Okay.
It's Gen.G's 4th.
Oh, Meteor's taking a risk. Has to get this kill, otherwise it might just be GG. And it's Riens who's in position. He wants a little bit of revenge.
It looks to be just a formality at this point. An impressive comeback in the series, in the map, and Gen.G fishy to close it. 13-10, 2-1.